Hi! Today's video is one that is highly requested and is one that I have promised you since my first vlog here on Geek and Sundry. And that is on the topic of craft foam armor. Armor is one of those things that can make cosplay look super cool, but a lot of people are really unsure at how to go at it or how to make it. There are many different ways that you can make cosplay armor, some featuring thermoplastic materials such as Warbla or Wonderflex, and other methods using resin and molding and casting, some complicated stuff there. But today we're going to be looking at the affordable and easy method, craft foam armor! Now in this overview tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys the step-by-step process as to how I started making my armor, mainly this chest piece, for my Sumiya cosplay. Keep in mind that if you really want to start making some craft foam armor, there are literally hundreds of resources and tutorials out there on the internet. Okay, let's get started. Make sure you're doing this in an open area because there are going to be little bits of glue, paint, and craft foam everywhere. I mainly work in my cosplay workstation, aka my garage, because my parents won't let me make stuff in the house anymore. First, I took some newspaper and drew a very rough draft of my chest piece. Basically, I just held it up to my body and sketched on a rough design. Then I cut it out. Also pattern out any extra raised parts that go on top of your armor. It's super important to have a paper draft that you're happy with, or else you're going to end up wasting materials if you didn't get the final craft foam pattern right. When you have your desired pattern, transfer it onto the craft foam sheets. These large sheets are from Michaels and they come in packs of 10. You can find craft foam in basically any arts and crafts store. Sometimes your armor might not fit all onto the same piece of foam, so you'll have to divide it into different parts. Next, cut out the craft foam and hot glue any cut parts together so they stay raised. Now cut out and attach any extra designs or raised parts that need to go on top of the basic armor. Reinforce the back with all of the leftover craft foam that you had so that the armor keeps its shape. Now it's time to prime the foam. If you just want to use paint on top of the foam will absorb it and the texture won't look that nice. It'll noticeably look like craft foam and we don't want that. Get some acrylic gesso, which is this thick paste that is used on canvases. You can find it at any art store. Put a few layers of the gesso on your armor so that the paint won't be absorbed and will help the color stand out better. Don't put on too many coats of gesso or else it'll crack when you start to wear it. I typically use about 2 to 3 full coats of gesso on my craft foam armor. I recommend using spray paints because of my past experience with using acrylics on armor. In the heat, if 2 acrylic surfaces touch, like if you've packed the armor in your suitcase, they'll fuse together and you definitely don't want that. After you paint your armor, it's time to weather it. I didn't film this part, but basically you take a dry paintbrush and dip a tiny bit into black paint and work it into the nooks and crannies of your armor to give it that worn look. Now there you go, you have some easy but cool looking craft foam armor to wear for your cosplays. Now things to keep in mind, the craft foam will warp or distort if it's worn in hot weather. It's a spongy soft material, so unless it's been reinforced, it will likely start to change shape in the heat. Also, craft foam is not super durable. The parts that encounter a lot of friction or movement, such as the armor on joint parts, will be more likely to rip, distort, or crack. I hope this quick tutorial was helpful for you guys. I'll be posting a lot more cool stuff like resources and some progress photos over at my forum on the Geek and Sundry website, which will be featured in the description bar. Also guys, have you noticed there's been a lot of awesome content on this channel so far? Definitely go check out Katie's vlog. She's a fantastic makeup artist and she does a lot of geeky inspired makeup looks. She's also done some cosplay makeup tutorials. Another vlog on this channel that I've been loving has been Talking Comics with Amy Dallin. She does a lot of cool and thoughtful discussions on her vlog. The latest one being about the wondrous women in comics, which I think is a fantastic subject. I'll see you guys soon, and the next time I vlog, I will be vlogging from the wondrous United Kingdom. So I will see you guys there. Bye!